Here at Horizon Track and Marine, we like to say thank you to our customers for making us so successful. We strive to get and keep your business here at Horizon Track and Marine, and we hope that shows by your past experience with us. At Horizon Track and Marine, we persistently strive to give back to our local anglers who have been so good to us. And we attempt to do that because we want to get your repeated business. For the past 4 years, Horizon Track and Marine has held Thursday night tournaments for our family of fishermen. And this year is no different. But for the fact that we want to make it even more interesting, we have heard your cry. Fishing is tough on our body of water here at Lake Dardanelle, and it's only going to get tougher. Most struggle with successfully catching and weighing 5 good bass in at most tournaments. However, we hear all the time of people being able to catch what they call shorts, or those that won't make that 14-inch cut line. As an answer to that, Aaron has worked really hard this last year attempting to do what is being seen on television today, which is to catch and document each fish over 1 pound and then get that fish back into the water. You see, the attempt here is to not only get that fish in the water, but also get it back into that water healthy at the end of each tournament, not drag it around with you all over the place in these small live wells. The only problem with that format, though, is that the guarantee of honesty is always at play. Therefore, Aaron reached deep into his own pocket, and with the support of his vendors, he has done what it will take to secure the necessary items to make this format work and to make it affordable and doable for all the family of anglers here at Horizon Track and Marine. Therefore, next Thursday night, May 9th, we will be having our first tournament of the year, utilizing this catch, weigh, release, and then report format. Each current Team Horizon member will be given the opportunity to participate in these tournaments for a fee of $40 per tournament. $25 of that entry fee will be returned to the winning teams, with $10 going back to those who win big bass for the night. $5 will be withheld, and that will be used for the end of the year fish off, which has become such a great opportunity people really like. Usually after that tournament each year, we actually go ahead and feed the anglers and really show them a good time for being there and supporting us all year. Tournaments will have a lines in each week and a lines out time. That line in time will be 5 p.m. each week, and the line out time will be announced on Wednesday night along with the ramp that we'll be fishing that week. And we're doing that so that we can give you as much time in that water as we can, because as the sun stays up longer, we want you to be able to fish longer. Now, each week, you'll need to come in, pay throughout the day to guarantee that one of the 20 spots that we're going to have available. I'll show you some equipment in just a bit that's really expensive, and it's difficult for us to outfit any more than 20 boats at this time until we can guarantee that this is going to be successful in the area. So I would say come in the day before the tournament or the day of, there on Thursday here at Horizon Track and Marine. You can pay that $40 entry fee, and then we'll meet you at the ramp between 4 and 5 o'clock that night with your camera, your scales, and your actual clipboard for recording everything that night, as well as the number that you'll text as well with your different weights. As there will be a good deal of questions, I'm going to go ahead and go through some of the information that we've got here to try to answer some of those questions for you. And then you'll also have the rules available, which is a complete list of rules on the Horizon Track and Marine Facebook page, likely over the weekend. First and foremost, you got to have a phone. In other words, when you catch a fish, you got to be able to take a picture of that fish, and you got to send that in, be able to send that in to our tournament master. He will record that and then report it back to you, your actual weight at the end of each hour. The fish scales will need to be visible, and the fish itself, as well as the advertisement on the shirt of the fisherman each time you catch a fish and go to release it. Second, we're going to show you something now which we're really impressed with. GoPro has stepped up their game. They came alongside us and gave us a great discount on some GoPro cameras. We have enough of these to outfit 20 boats. This is so that we can record the entire tournament. If there's any instance where there might be a dispute over rules, we'll be able to reach into that footage and prove that that fisherman did or did not violate our rules. We're going to have scales. That night, we're going to be issuing scales. These are donated, or actually given to us by Mr. Bass of Arkansas. And as you can see, GoPro's listed as a sponsor on here as well. When you weigh in that fish on these scales and report that in through your photograph, we need to be able to see visibly on there the actual weight, as well as watch you on the camera as we record from the back of your boat, being able to throw that fish overboard so that we can get started all over again with catching another. Fourth, each team will need to immediately send your catch photo, that catch photo that you've taken, I just talked about a bit ago, to our tournament master via a text. She will then take that weight, populate that, and she'll be able to send that back to you a little bit later. Also, we've got a clipboard that will be given out with dry erase markers that are permanent somewhat in nature. You'll need to document each fish that you catch and the time that you caught that fish on this clipboard, which you'll bring back at the end of the tournament to the tournament director at the ramp. Fifth, at the top of each hour, you'll be getting a text, a mass text across your phone, which will tell you your standings. We'll actually be able to tell not only what your weight is, but also the leading weight as well. And in the sixth or the last hour, we're going to be doing something that's kind of unique. We're going to withhold that information until you get to the ramp. So in other words, you are to report back to the ramp, that designated ramp that week, 15 minutes after the weigh-in, or I'm sorry, after lines out. And so when you get to that ramp, we'll be able to take and make the awards announcement then and give the total weights for those over there, as well as allow you to give the different camera and scales and everything back at that time. Now, one thing that we do want to make clear, the GoPro recordings, we are not taking these recordings to do anything else other than to use those, some of the catch footage that might be on here to promote our tournament, as well as utilize this in the case of any rules dispute that might come about. Back to the required Team Horizon membership. Teams of 2 will need to be Team Horizon members to participate. Therefore, in order to participate, both team members will need to stop by the store and fill out the $50 application. This application, which I have in my hand, will need to be filled out before May 9th's tournament in order to fish that by each angler. You will then receive a Team Horizon t-shirt, which I'll show you here. And that will need to be worn at each Thursday night tournament, as well as other tournaments throughout the year. Hoodies are also available at $35, and it will have the Team Horizon logo on it as well. Now, being a part of Team Horizon reward program has its perks, as it rewards you with in-store credits of $50 and $100 for qualifying tournaments. Based on 10 boats up to 20, we'll give you $50 of in-store credit if you win first place, and you have your photograph of your winnings and a few other items which are described as well on the application when you come by to pay for and pick that up. And that will be throughout the calendar year. Now, we look forward to having a fun tournament format this year, and that will take some getting used to, but will be fun. Hope to see you at the Horizon Track and Marine before Thursday night or at the ramp on next Thursday night's tournament.
Hey everybody, we wanted to give you a little video of what we were going to actually give you at the tournament, how to actually turn it on and how to operate it. That way you maybe keep so many phone calls down, so much problems down and all that. Basically, we have our scales. This is the scales. This is our sheet that we'll use to do your weigh-ins. We have multiple places for you to put your fish on, your name, and this is the number you text. We're trying to make it as easy as possible on that. This is our camera, and on our cameras, this is only major, probably the most difficult part of the whole deal is making sure this is on. This right here is our marshal. This pretty much keeps us up and up. We know what's going on, what's right, and keeps any disputing down on the video, or as far as the tournament goes. All right, on the camera is probably one of our most difficult spots. We want to make sure that you understand how to make it operating correctly and doing. But this is This is kind of a marshal, so just make sure that we're doing everything proper and nobody's fibbing or nobody's going to gripe, you know, because you thought you did fib. So I spent a lot of money on this to make sure you had that ability. Right here on the side, there's a power button. You just turn that on. It should come up. We want to make sure right there, it looks like a video camera in the middle of this. If you have that on there, you're good to go. All you should have to do at this point is hit this, and it should go to video. See right there, you can tell that it's a video, and it's flashing the red light there, be flashing the red light there. If you do see that camera sitting back there and no red light is flashing, we need to kind of look at it and see what's wrong. But if that red light's flashing, that means it's a video, and you should be good to go. What we've done, we've got these power sticks. This has a power cord set up to it, so it's designed to charge. That way we don't have to worry about the power going down on the camera or anything like that. So these are designed to go in the back of your boat. And on this Phoenix, we have our light post stick right here. Just put it down in there. Put it in the hole. If you got the capabilities, you can sure lock that in like that. That's a good deal. You don't have to really worry about the camera. There's such a wide view. Just go ahead and just kind of aim it towards the middle of the boat. It'll pick up everything that's going on out there. It's pretty much a wide view, so it'll go all over the screen. Next thing, you want to make sure you turn on your navigation lights. Turn your power on. Turn your navigation lights on. You'll see when the navigation light's on, we know it's charging. There's a green light right here. That green light states that is charging, which that camera will be charging. So right now we got a blinking light and we got a green light. So we're good to go. Now we can go fishing. We ain't got to worry about it. So just occasionally look back here at that light, make sure it's flashing. Should be good to go at that point. Now, you can get up your poles and see if you can't catch fish. Hopefully today we can. Alright, my captain's got my scales on. All you do is turn the on button on. Make sure it's at an angle downward. Make sure it's zeroed out, sitting there up and down. Way it down.
Twelve ounces. 12 ounces, unscorable bass.
That was a good fight though. Just get the cell phone out, take a picture. Your zeros out, don't zero out. Got the fish. Your scales on, make sure it's zeroed. Just make sure the fish is good. Wait a minute, 1 pound, 4 ounces.
Alright, so hold it there and let's get a decent picture.
1 pound, 4 ounce fish.
Now look this way. Yep, 1.04 is on it.
Turn around the camera, look at the camera. Fish and release it over the side of the boat. That was a very hard fish to catch.
So the next thing we're doing is 1036. We got 1 pound, 4 ounce. So we filled out 1 pound, 4 ounce bass, 1036. The date 5/7/19, and then 2 teams, and then you would text that weight to 1-479-774-0140 there, and to get right back to fishing. Up, and let me get me a drink. Your winnings in your Horizon Track shirt or Horizon. Yeah.
That should go to video. See right there, you can tell that it's a video, and it's flashing the red light there. It'll be flashing the red light there. Oh, boom in the fish.